What the Gongfu of Tai Chi is, there's quite a few things, and it's very special the way that Tai Chi develops this kind of body development. So I'll give you an example. So we're looking for adaptations here, or Tai Chi will develop certain adaptations. If you were doing barbell curls, like bicep curls, you would expect that within a certain time frame, you did enough of the reps, enough sets, frequency enough, challenging the muscle, that your muscle would get bigger and it would get stronger. So that's that you would expect. And if that wasn't happening, there's something wrong with the technique, you're not progressing enough, there's something not happening, not right, okay? So the adaptation to a specific exercise. If you're stretching your hamstrings, you'd expect over time that your hamstrings got longer. You can more easily touch your toes, more extensible, that sort of stuff. So that goes together. You stretch your hammies, they should get longer over time. With Tai Chi, the adaptations, they have quite a few nuances, and it's very holistic and three-dimensional. So one of the biggest things with Tai Chi is that when you do that, the adaptations of Tai Chi is your body starts to link itself up. So when you move, you're moving always from here, no matter what you're doing throughout the day, not just doing Tai Chi. Your body's always linked through here. You have a very solid awareness of this area here that is controlling the whole body all the time. So the whole body feels linked. It's a unit, it's unified in all its movement all the time. So what it comes down to is deep coordination. Whenever you move, you feel each part of the body move. So even here, my knees look like they're not moving, but I feel the femurs doing this, my thigh bones, doing this rotation. I feel a change in pressure in the feet. My neck has to adjust, otherwise my head's just turning with my body. But I feel it all extending from here and lengthening through the fascia. So lengthening is another skill as well. So in the qua squats, when I sink down, so I get to about here, I feel it's getting a bit tight here. So I don't just push it to go lower, I go, can I relax here? And I can, and automatically I can sink a bit lower. Now I feel it in my calves, can I relax my calves? Yeah, and then I sink a bit lower. So I get more depth, more length through my fascia and through my body by relaxing rather than pushing it or tightening. That's a Tai Chi skill. If my arms are going forward, I don't just reach forward, I actually relax in here, relax my shoulder blades, and it almost feels like there's something moving inside my arm, and it's just fascia. Like I'm lengthening from the inside of my arm, and my arm gets longer. Cats, you can see this very well. If you pull on a cat's arm just gently, you'll see this part in here, in the underarm, opening and closing, like it's lengthening. It's not tightening up, it's not like I'm getting tight. The underarm is a very good sign of how lengthening is going or how your Tai Chi practice is going. It should be soft and tender under here. If it's really sore, feels really hard, the Gongfu isn't really going into that area just yet. So it just needs more time, more understanding as well. Energy development, when you do your practice, you'll feel like you have more energy, and it can literally feel like there's energy coming into your body, like it's being sucked out of the atmosphere into your body. It becomes a very tangible thing. When you practice, the body can suddenly get really hot. That's a really good sign. Doesn't mean that it's complete yet though. The best adaptation when it's more in a more completed range is that when you practice, you feel really clean inside. Your body feels clean. Sometimes feels like the head's been cleaned from the inside. In yoga, there's a technique called skull shining. It literally feels like the inside of your head's been cleaned by energy inside the skull. You feel really clear in the head. You feel in the moment. That's part of the adaptation. And a big one also is that your tension in the upper part of the body, it sinks into the legs and into the ground. So as people get older, when they practice Tai Chi, they're actually more loose, more coordinated in the top part of the body. Better use of the spine, can moving around, just like I demonstrate. The whole spine can move. This is all adaptations from Tai Chi. The ribs open and close. Everything can move, coordinate, everything can circle. This is all adaptations of Tai Chi. This is part of the Gongfu coming into the body. So as the tension relaxes, it requires your legs to get stronger, and the skill of being able to relax and sink tension into the feet gets better. So you become more stable, much more balanced, really, really good coordination balance on one leg, while keeping a straight spine, be able to rotate on one leg. There's all Gongfu coming into your body. So the legs get stronger, very stable, just like a tree. The analogy of the tree is always used. The tree's got really, the deeper the roots, the stronger the roots, the more stable it is. So the legs in Tai Chi are the roots. The torso is the trunk of the tree. The trunk can rotate, can move. It's not really moving like this in Tai Chi. For the actual form practice, for exercise, yeah, we want to get things to move. And then the arms represent the branches and the leaves. So they've very movable. They're not stiff. A lot of people, when they move, they're very stiff in the body. So we want the tension to go down, strong upright trunk, rooted in the ground with the legs. And as you get older, you see masters like that. That's the Gongfu of Tai Chi, or one of them.